Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Lynne coming from Tampa, Florida, and this is Morning Reflections with Dr. Lynne. It is my new YouTube channel where I am inviting you into my morning routine. I am inviting you in to kind of show you and help you learn how to connect to yourself through reflection and through journaling. I talked yesterday about I'm rolling out of bed. This is me in the morning. This is it. This is what you're gonna get. I want to go back to what we talked about yesterday. Well, first, I talked about picking your journal and how it needs to be special, and find something that resonates, and look at your journal like a special jewelry box that you might have that you store, keep your special, valuable, memorable pieces of jewelry in. And then there might be another box that you kind of put the other stuff in, right? That's what your journal is about. So pick something that's all you're going to use. It's going to be where you're going to be putting in your special, memorable, valuable stuff about you and about your life. Next thing I talked about yesterday was routine, and I think I wanted to spend a little bit more time on that, because that tends to be one of the biggest obstacles. I hear it all the time. I always suggest that to clients that they journal, and many times I get some pushback, and usually it's about I have no time in my day. No time, right? If you think about it, take a little bit of time to think about it today. Be aware. You have routine that starts from the moment you wake up, right? You probably wake up around the same time of day. Most likely you get out of bed the same side of the bed. And from there you just kind of step by step by step, what you do every moment to moment, step by step, through that period of time before you get to work or start leaving for work. You take the same route to work, I bet. And then you get to work, and then you have your routine there. And then you have your routine of closing things up and getting out of work, and then driving home. And then whatever happens in the evening that is a routine, it's part of your routine until you settle down, get in bed. There has got to be at least 10 to 15 minutes in that routine that you can stick in time for yourself, to connect to yourself, to reflect. I mean, this is so necessary. I mean, this is as important as brushing your teeth, and I'm sure you have found time to do that, right? So think about it that way. Think about how it is as important as brushing your teeth, and you figure out a way to get it in there, all right? I prefer the morning. I love just being around nature and being kind of connected to how the world around me is waking up. Now, I like to be able to sit and listen to the birds chirping, listen to the swaying of leaves in the trees. I can hear humming a couple of blocks down, people kind of on their way to work, most likely, on 275. I can feel temperature. It might be a little chilly, it might be warm, it might be kind of sticky and humid. Now, there might be smells, there might be somebody around me cooking breakfast or something. So I connect to all my senses, and that's how I start my journaling. Some people like to journal in the evening. They see the journal as sort of a place to dump the worries of the day, and it helps so that you're not kind of ruminating over worries through the night that might be getting in the way of your sleep. So some people like to do that. They just kind of dump their worries in their journal, close the book, put it aside, and go to sleep. You got to be creative, all right? It could be 15 minutes breaks, it could be your lunchtime, it could be those moments or minutes that you spend in the bathroom probably every day, right? Keep your book somewhere. You're going to be sitting there. You can journal then. There is No excuse, actually, for you to not find a few minutes to journal. All right. Another concern that people tell me that they have is privacy. They say, I cannot journal because I believe or I'm afraid that people around me in my space are going to read my book. And unfortunately, this might be a real valid thing. This might be valid for you. Unfortunately, and really sad that there might be people that are in your space that don't respect your privacy, don't respect your boundaries. I know that that happens, but sometimes it's just in your head. Like sometimes it's just that fear, right, of kind of exposing yourself so clearly on paper. There you go, sound. Airplane, going ahead. So think about it. You know, you might be living in an environment that there are people in your space that do respect your privacy and do respect your boundaries, right? If not, then you're going to have to find some way to hide your journal, right? And you got to be creative. This is about creativity. It's so creative of every way and however way you look at it. Look around your environment. Where are spaces that people don't tend to go to? Put your book there. I know people who carry their journal in their bags. I know people who prefer to use their phone and journal in a notes app. I know people who prefer to do their journaling on their laptop or iPad, computer, and then secure those files so other people cannot get to them. Personally, I don't like that. I like writing out because I believe that there's a process that's going on with that. If you kind of pay attention, depending on your energy, you might notice that your pressure is different as you're writing, your handwriting might be different, and all of this is an expression of what's going on with you and inside of you. So if you can write, I think it's a better thing. But if you really are concerned about your privacy and you need to type it out and secure a file, it's better than nothing. Okay. I think I want to stop there. I know we covered kind of the stuff that we covered yesterday, but well, actually, let's go another step. I want to go another step. I want to start you off, okay? Let's start off. Think about getting your journal and starting. And think about the next couple of weeks, next week, next 2 weeks is all about just getting it into your routine. People have said, I don't know what to write. Well, right now, don't worry about that. Write anything you want to. Anything. It doesn't matter. Write it. Just get it into your routine. That's what's important. A suggestion is when you're sitting down with your book, pay attention to what's going on around you. Just describe what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're smelling, what you're tasting, what you're feeling. Just sit, breathe in, breathe out, connect to your senses and to your environment and describe what you're experiencing. That's a great start. And with that, I want to give the affirmation of the day, and has to do with connection. I'm going to do this every time. It's like, let's breathe in, take a breath out, and then repeat an affirmation. And today's affirmation is, today I give myself permission to connect to my senses. I give myself permission to connect to my senses. So it's breath in, breath out, I give myself permission to connect to my senses. Try doing that a couple of times a day. That's a good start. Again, this is Dr. Lynne, and this is Morning Reflections with Dr. Lynne, coming to you from Tampa, Florida. And this is about learning how to journal, learning how to reflect. See you tomorrow.